I was in front of the camera and it was all good, and I learned there to not show my fear.
On the runway, Doutzen Kroes shone like a goddess. Behind closed doors, perfection became her prison. Each day, the pressure grew heavier, stealing her joy piece by piece. She lived for approval, but lost herself in the process. The world saw beauty, but never her breaking. Now her fall exposes the dark truth of modeling's perfection trap. Let's find out. Doutzen Kroes shines bright at the Fashion Awards. Once she was a Victoria's Secret angel who captivated many with her elegance and presence on the runway, in 2016, she decided to move on from that phase of her career, causing some to wonder if her popularity would decline. However, when she showed up at the Fashion Awards 2018 with Swarovski, it was evident that she was still shining bright. Walking alongside current angels Josephine Screver and Sarah Sampaio, Doutzen made a grand entrance and exuded the same level of self-assurance that only a top supermodel can possess. At the age of 33, Doutzen demonstrated that her experience in the fashion industry had given her a special quality: the ability to grab attention effortlessly. When she walked onto the red carpet, all eyes were on her. Her outfit, created by designer David Koma, was a perfect blend of grace and boldness. The black gown with delicate spaghetti straps highlighted her figure in a way that was both subtle and stunning. Transparent mesh polka dot accents around her waist and thighs added a touch of fun to the ensemble. Reaffirming why Doutzen was always a popular figure in the fashion industry, the gown was beautifully crafted and made a bold statement with dramatic ruffle details on the waist, hip, and hem. As she walked, the ruffles swayed with every step, adding movement to the dress. To keep the focus on the dress, Doutzen kept her accessories minimal and wore simple black Sergio Rossi strappy sandals for a touch of sophistication. She brought her whole look together with her hairstyle and makeup. Her golden hair was styled in loose, wavy curls that framed her face and flowed down effortlessly. It looked natural and elegant, almost as if the waves were glowing in the evening light. Her makeup was subtle yet classy, enough to complement the event without taking away from her dress. Her overall appearance exuded sophistication, poise, and self-assurance. Doutzen was not the only one who attracted attention that night. Josephine Screver, who is 25 years old, also made a bold statement at the awards. She wore a strapless white lace mini dress that mixed innocence with boldness. The floral patterns on the lace softened her look, but the short length of the dress gave it an edgy vibe. To enhance her outfit, Josephine wore over-the-knee boots and white lace, making her legs appear longer and creating a seamless look from head to toe. She also wore a powder blue ruffled cape draped over her shoulders, adding drama and turning her outfit into a piece of art. Her hair was the finishing touch. Josephine had her hair styled in a casual, messy bun with some loose strands framing her face. The relaxed style added a friendly and youthful look, complementing the dramatic cape she was wearing. This showed why she was one of the angels. She understood how to combine boldness and beauty effortlessly. Sarah Sampaio, who is 27 years old, brought her elegance to the event. She wore a memorable one-shoulder jumpsuit designed by David Koma. The outfit was chic, contemporary, and bold. The standout feature was the sheer, striped bodice that showed off her midriff in a stylish yet daring manner. The jumpsuit hugged her tall figure, highlighting her grace and confidence. She completed the look by wearing high heels, adding to her already tall stature. Sarah's hairstyle was just as sleek as her outfit. She had black hair that was styled neatly behind her ears, which emphasized her striking characteristics and the beautiful earrings she had on. Every aspect of her appearance was harmonious: the daring jumpsuit, the well-groomed hair, the sophisticated jewelry. It served as a reminder that fashion, when worn with confidence, is more than just clothes, but a way to express who you are. As the night went on, Doutzen's past and present came together. She was a new and rising star in the fashion world, becoming Model of the Year in 2005, according to Vogue.com. Just a few years later, she became a Victoria's Secret angel, gaining global fame and joining the ranks of the top models of her time. Her time as an angel solidified her status as one of the industry's shining stars. When she retired from Victoria's Secret in 2016, she had already established a legacy that most models can only imagine. Her presence at the Fashion Awards meant more than just posing on the red carpet. It showed that Doutzen was still successful even without being a top supermodel. Throughout her career, she has talked about her journey and recognized the changing fashion industry. When she first started, the industry operated differently. Opportunities were limited, and getting noticed mandated time, connections, and luck. Now, thanks to social media, young models can gain global recognition quickly. At just 15, many already have connections to influential photographers and designers, something that used to take years to establish. Doutzen sees this shift as a natural progression in the fashion world, not as a threat. She was open about being lucky with her natural body shape, which also displayed her humility. In addition to receiving love and praise, she acknowledged the importance of luck in her achievements, emphasizing that beauty and talent were not the only factors. Hard work, good timing, and getting the right opportunities all contributed to her successful career. The Fashion Awards added an extra touch of luxury to the evening. It was put together in partnership with the British Fashion Council, and it was more than just a celebration of beauty and apparel. The event was a platform to recognize people and companies that had a big influence on the industry in the previous year. It united established figures with up-and-coming talents, designers with inspirations, creators with entertainers. For Doutzen, Josephine, and Sarah, the event was a mix of reconnecting and displaying their work, an opportunity to be with not only fellow angels, but also fashion icons from around the globe. The red carpet shined with famous people and their stylish clothes. Cindy Crawford, who is a legend from the past, looked effortlessly charming. Rita Ora brought a burst of energy and celebrity style. Victoria Beckham, known for her transformation from a music star to a successful designer, represented the theme of change and creativity that the Fashion Awards wanted to showcase. Together, they made the evening a blend of sophistication, creativity, and style. The Fashion Awards had more meaning than just glamour. It was also a fundraising event to help the future of the fashion industry. The goal of the event was to support young talents through the British Fashion Council's charities, allowing them to develop their creative skills and be innovative. The fashion industry is always evolving, and the future depends on those who are just starting out and discovering their potential. By raising money and awareness, the Fashion Awards made sure that upcoming visionaries would have the resources to succeed and flourish. Doutzen Kroes was reminded of her journey in the fashion industry during the evening. From tomboy to global star. Doutzen Kroes never considered becoming a model when she was young because she saw herself as more of a tomboy who liked simple things and never imagined being on the runway. Modeling was not in her early plans, but fate had other ideas for her. In 2003, she sent some photos of herself to paparazzi model management in Amsterdam, which was a small action that ended up changing her life completely. Just 2 years later, in 2005, her career made a significant advancement. She was voted Model of the Year on Vogue.com by fans who appreciated her beauty and charisma. This acknowledgement helped her gain attention in the fashion world and reach a larger audience. In May 2007, she was featured on the cover of Vogue as one of the world's next top models, alongside other up-and-coming stars like Chanel Iman. That cover signaled the start of her being one of the most popular models of her time. In 2008, she received an invitation to be featured in the prestigious Pirelli calendar, which was a major accomplishment in the modeling world. This opportunity highlighted her appeal and sophistication that industry professionals admired. During that time, a documentary was created by J.M. Jansen, showcasing a week in her life as a model. The film captured her experience at Milan Fashion Week and provided insight into her perspective on the modeling industry. Fans were able to get a more intimate look at her personality beyond the glamorous images. Her success was not just about her looks. In July 2007, Forbes named her as one of the highest-paid models globally, estimating that she had made approximately $1.5 million in just 12 months. This was only the start. In April 2008, she was ranked 5th, with an impressive income of $6 million. She remained at the top for years, holding the 5th position once more in 2009, 2010, and 2012, with her earnings increasing steadily. By 2014, she had climbed even higher, reaching the 2nd spot on Forbes' list after earning $8 million the previous year. It was evident that she had become one of the most successful models in the world. In August 2008, there was a big moment for Victoria's Secret when they announced that Doutzen had become their newest angel. Being a Victoria's Secret angel is a major accomplishment for any model, and Doutzen was very excited about it. Her first campaign with the brand was called Supermodel Obsessions, and it paved the way for more glamorous opportunities in the future. Her popularity became so widespread that Madame Tussauds in Amsterdam made a wax statue of her. This showed how much she was adored and respected not just in her country, but also internationally. From November 2009 to July 2010, she wrote a monthly column for the Dutch version of Marie Claire, giving her fans a glimpse into her life and thoughts. This made her even more relatable and admired by her followers. In 2010, she made a strong comeback to modeling by walking the runway for Prada during Fashion Week. She walked alongside other Victoria's Secret angels like Alessandra Ambrosio and Miranda Kerr. People were interested in the show because Prada chose to feature Doutzen, who is known for her natural curves in a high fashion setting. This choice received a lot of praise and showed how she stood out in an industry with strict standards. Her career kept getting better. In September 2013, she achieved a significant milestone by becoming the first model to appear on 4 different international editions of Vogue in just 1 month. This highlighted the extent of her worldwide influence. In 2014, she participated in the Calvin Klein Reveal fragrance campaign with actor Charlie Hunnam. This commercial boosted her reputation as a popular figure in the fashion and beauty industry. However, that same year, she revealed that she was ending her 7-year contract with Victoria's Secret. She had walked in their famous fashion shows from 2005 to 2009, except in 2007, and then again from 2011 to 2014. Leaving Victoria's Secret was a significant moment in her career, but it also meant new opportunities were on the horizon. In 2016, she took on an exciting new job as the face of a Dutch lingerie brand called Supermodel. She not only modeled for the brand, but also launched her collection called Doutzen's Stories, which was inspired by her personal style and quickly gained popularity. She appeared in multiple advertising campaigns for Supermodel, helping to elevate the brand with her influence and fame. Reflecting on her past, her transition from a tomboy to a successful supermodel is truly inspiring. She accomplished things that very few people achieve, such as appearing on numerous magazine covers, working with big brands, and becoming one of the highest-paid models globally. Throughout her career, she not only showcased beauty, but also displayed strength, uniqueness, and genuineness. Sometimes unexpected opportunities can lead to amazing outcomes. Sending a few pictures to a modeling agency in Amsterdam was just the beginning for Doutzen Kroes. Her career grew into something huge, reaching people all over the world. She was recognized by Vogue readers, featured in the Pirelli calendar, and landed major modeling gigs. Her Vogue covers made history, and she even started her lingerie brand. Doutzen Kroes built a successful career with many notable accomplishments. Her name is now synonymous with achievement, not only in the modeling industry, but also in staying authentic while achieving great fame. Many people find inspiration in her story, seeing her as a combination of beauty, hard work, and determination. A journey of fame and controversy. Doutzen Kroes has led a glamorous, love-filled, and successful life, but it has also been marked by controversy. Despite her beauty and success, her choices have divided opinions. She became one of the most renowned models globally, ventured into acting, and started a beautiful family. However, she faced criticism for her views on the COVID-19 pandemic, sparking heated debates among the public. Throughout it all, she remained a captivating figure to many, whether they admired, disagreed, or simply followed her career closely. When the COVID-19 pandemic hit, everyone's thoughts and beliefs flooded social media. Doutzen, known for her modeling and style, surprised her followers by speaking out against the vaccine on Instagram in September 2021. Her post sparked debates and mixed reactions among her followers, putting her in the spotlight of controversy. In the same year, the controversy surrounding her intensified after she posted a video on Instagram in November. The video suggested that vaccines were being used to decrease the world's population, stemming from radical conspiracy theories. Because she was a well-known and influential figure, her message garnered attention. Critics raised concerns that her remarks could lead people astray, particularly her numerous fans. The debates surrounding her beliefs became more intense, with some defending her freedom of speech, while others viewed her position as risky during a vulnerable period in history. Reports recently uncovered that despite publicly speaking out against vaccines and spreading misinformation, she had requested government assistance due to loss of income during the pandemic. This raised concerns among many who found it contradictory that someone worth an estimated 29 million euros would be seeking financial aid. The backlash against her actions drew significant attention, and her name became a topic of ongoing discussion, extending beyond just the fashion industry. However, as discussions continued about her thoughts and decisions, there was a different aspect of Doutzen Kroes that caught people's attention. Apart from the media coverage and arguments, her private life has been characterized by love, family, and fresh starts. In 2009, Doutzen started a relationship with Dutch DJ Sonnery James Gorey, who is also well known in the music industry. Their love grew fast and they got married in November 2010 in Eastermar. Their wedding signified a new beginning for Doutzen as not just a model, but also as a wife and companion. The couple had children soon after getting married. They had a son and a daughter in Amsterdam. Becoming a mother was a new experience for Doutzen, who had been in the beauty and fashion industry for a long time. She talked about how she wanted her daughter to have aspirations beyond just looks.
Our son there, and we lived there for 3 years with him, and then we had our daughter, and it was just, that city is a little...
She hoped her daughter would be recognized for her intelligence and inner strength, not just her physical appearance. Doutzen believed in raising girls who aimed for positions of leadership, education, and influence, instead of focusing solely on their looks. This showed her heartfelt desires for her children. Even after starting a family, Doutzen continued to pursue her creative interests. Her focus was not just on modeling, but also on acting. She appeared in her first movie, Nova Zembla, in 2011, which was the first Dutch 3D film. This was a goal she had been working towards for years, taking acting lessons in New York. Her debut in the movie marked the start of a new artistic phase for her, and she expressed her desire to keep acting in films. In 2017, her acting career went global when she starred in the popular superhero movie Wonder Woman. She played the role of an Amazon warrior, a strong and bold character that matched her elegant yet powerful persona. Fans were excited to see her in a different setting, away from the fashion industry that made her famous. Doutzen wasn't just focused on being famous and making money. In addition to her career, she dedicated her time and effort to causes that were important to her. She became a supporter of Dance for Life, a non-profit group that educates young people about HIV and AIDS prevention through music and dance. She believed in using her platform for more than just posing for photos. She wanted to make a meaningful impact. She also became a representative for Prat maar Frysk, a campaign designed to encourage the Frisian language. Friesland, where she was born, was a significant part of her identity, and promoting the local language was her way of honoring her heritage. This demonstrated her pride in her roots and her commitment to preserving that cultural heritage. Doutzen Kroes has a life filled with contradictions. She is known for her work as a stylish model, appearing on the runways for top fashion brands and on the covers of magazines. She also ventured into acting, expanding her presence in the entertainment industry. As a mother, she talks proudly about teaching her daughter to be strong and smart. She is married to Sonnery James, managing her career alongside her family's well-being. Additionally, she is an advocate, using her platform to support health initiatives and cultural appreciation. On the flip side, she is the woman whose comments sparked arguments during the pandemic. Her opposition to vaccines made her famous in a way that caused division among people. Her decisions raised questions about responsibility during a crisis. She showed how being famous can amplify every word you say. Personal beliefs can impact millions. Admiration can quickly become criticism when personal opinions go against public health recommendations. Throughout everything that happened, Doutzen Kroes stayed strong and continued on her journey. Despite being both praised and criticized, she kept moving forward in her personal life, with her family, and in her career. She demonstrated that beyond the glitz and glamour of the fashion industry and fame, she is a real person who experiences struggles, makes decisions, and deals with both support and criticism. Her story teaches us that fame involves more than just appearance and achievements. It also includes the importance of taking on responsibility, holding strong beliefs, and being brave in the face of outcomes. Doutzen's experiences show the intricate nature of being both praised and doubted, honored and tested. Her narrative is ongoing, revealing different aspects of a woman who is unafraid to be authentic, regardless of others' opinions. The garden that changed her life. Doutzen Kroes is a famous supermodel globally, but she made a surprising decision to step back from the hectic lifestyle of fame. Instead of focusing on the spotlight and constant travel, she decided to spend time gardening and caring for plants. Gardening became more than a hobby for her. It was a way to relax, reflect on her life, and start a new chapter. She took a moment to think about what truly made her happy. Despite societal expectations for her to continue down the glamorous path she had been on for years, her heart told her otherwise. This moment of reflection occurred during the pandemic, when when life slowed down significantly. She likened her previous life to being on a speeding train that suddenly came to a halt. Stepping off the train, she anticipated her long-held fear to materialize. She had been concerned that without her previous lifestyle of modeling and constant motion, she would lose herself. However, upon looking around, she realized that nothing drastic had changed. She remained true to herself. This understanding gave her the bravery to embrace new opportunities. She discovered nature when she worked with the soil and planted seeds. By growing and cooking her vegetables, she found joy in feeding her family. This simple act made her feel complete and filled with love. She realized that she had been giving away her power for years, but through nature, she learned to reclaim it. The longer she stayed in the garden, the more she understood the wisdom of nature. Trees shed their leaves at the right time, and seeds know when to grow. This wisdom is a part of us as well. Gardening showed her what she had forgotten about herself. Being close to the earth helped her reconnect with herself and remember the magic of life. Forced to slow down, she discovered that in our fast-paced society, people are constantly on the go. However, she found that true happiness often comes from spending quiet time outdoors, appreciating the beauty of nature. Being able to devote hours to gardening was like a precious gift to her, even though she knew not everyone had the time or means to do the same. She has loved gardening since she was a child. Her parents were into homeopathy, and her mother taught her about herbs and natural remedies. During summers, she helped her father gather potatoes. Eating healthy food was important to her family, even if it wasn't popular or cheap. Her parents would still work in the garden after long days at work.
Good ethics. I think I was raised being respectful to others, and I think that has helped me. And when
their hard work motivated her, she understood that achieving dreams takes hard work and that growing your food is a way to show love. During her time as a model in New York, she maintained a small herb garden. Her ultimate wish was to a home with a garden and a vegetable patch. This desire became a reality, bringing her happiness that fame could never provide. Witnessing a seed transform into food that sustains the body made her appreciate the wonder in simple things. She understood that achievement was not just about glamorous events and taking photos, but about cherishing the significance of small moments in life. One day, a meaningful lesson came even closer to her heart. While New York Fashion Week was taking place, an event that used to be a significant part of her life, she was at a garden center in the Netherlands, with her mother-in-law purchasing herbs for her balcony. As she scrolled through her phone, she saw pictures and posts of the fashion event that she could have been a part of. Instead of feeling sad, she felt a sense of peace. She smiled, realizing that the things she once worried about missing out on no longer had a hold on her. She felt content to be where she was, surrounded by plants, soil, and family. That moment taught her the importance of living authentically, making choices based on what felt right for her rather than following societal expectations. As she thought about her past, she noticed how much her childhood was influenced by being told that others know better. Teachers, parents, and religion often teach that we should seek guidance from outside sources. However, she came to realize that the answers lie within ourselves. Rebuilding trust in herself was not simple. Reclaiming her independence left her feeling vulnerable and unsure, but it also allowed her to truly develop. By the age of 37, she finally felt like she was starting to live authentically. She believed that age was irrelevant, as the moment arrives when you are prepared to listen to your inner voice, and that is when true life begins. She knew that positions could change. One day she could be a model, and the next day, a gardener. Her real self was not linked to her job, but to her inner being. She alone could decide which role to take in her life's journey, and that decision gave her freedom. Her bond with her garden grew stronger as she loved it more. She thought that plants did well because she provided them with energy and attention. She felt that love was key to everything in the world flourishing. When she picked vegetables, she took a moment to give thanks in her heart. She handled the food with care, understanding that it contained life. She learned lessons from weeds in her garden. Instead of removing them, she allowed them to remain because she understood that some weeds help the soil absorb nutrients. Just like challenges in life, weeds played a role in maintaining balance. She believed that not everything had to be categorized as good or bad. Sometimes, just coexisting peacefully was sufficient. This perspective made her more compassionate, patient, and empathetic. She was happiest as a mother when she shared her garden with her children. Seeing them eat the food she had grown made her feel truly happy. She thought that children were naturally connected to nature and willing to learn from it. She advised her daughter, who was having trouble with school, to observe the trees. trees. One tree still had its leaves while another had already shed them. The message was straightforward but impactful. Everyone develops at their speed. No one should be made to feel inferior because their path is unique. During her time in the garden, she learned that people possess more strength than they think. Even though society may say otherwise, we all have inner power, knowledge, and compassion. Being in nature helped her remember this important fact. The garden was her safe space where she could relax, take a breath, and gain clarity. Every seed she sowed, every vegetable she harvested, and every meal she prepared were all moments of giving thanks. She realized that leaving behind the fast-paced world of fame wasn't a setback, but a positive change. It allowed her to reclaim her inner peace, strength, and happiness. The garden means more to Doutzen than just having rows of plants. It is like a mirror, a teacher, and a place of healing for her. In the garden, she learned to live with purpose, appreciate harmony, and find beauty in all stages of life. It is where she changed her definition of success and still takes care of her family and herself. Her experience demonstrates that life is not solely about success or looks. Real satisfaction can be discovered in the simple moments, in the earth we work with our hands, and in the love we exchange during meals. To Doutzen Kroes, the garden is more than just a location. It is the core of her narrative. What do you think about Doutzen Kroes? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more celebrity gist. Before you go, watch the other videos on your screen.